If you've been an OG Technology Jock subscriber, you definitely know we've never posted even a single video without having the device in hand or without using it for at least a few hours. Except for this one instance, it's about the iPhone 11 Pro. It's super entertaining. You must watch it regardless of its relevance in the market today. Anyway, my point is we have almost never done it, but since there seems to be a lot of controversy surrounding the newly launched Galaxy F62, I thought I'd watch the launch event and then just share my raw thoughts with you. To start off, I'm kinda not sure why Samsung has launched a new F series. Their first phone in the series, the F41, was probably the most confusing phone I came across. So wait, let me show you a clip from my Galaxy F41 video.
It's the Galaxy M31, which came before the M31s. Yes, it's got the exact same specifications as the F41. The only difference is the M31 has a 5 megapixel macro camera in addition to the same set of cameras you find on the F41. So yes, almost identical, except for the fact that the M31 has an additional camera, a 5 megapixel macro camera. But the funny part is the M31 is cheaper than the F41. So coming back to the original question, what does that F mean in F41? FOMO? Fear of missing out a big billion day sale, because a lot of other phones have a lot of hype, like the Poco X3, Realme 7 Pro, etc. So Samsung doesn't want to feel left out. So is that it? FOMO? Freaking out? Fusion? Okay, I think it's fusion. What fusion, you ask? Confusion.
Yes, those were my thoughts on the F41. That's probably why they didn't send me the F62 review unit. But I was just being honest. I had no idea why it existed because Samsung's own M31 was a better spec'd phone at a lower price. So naturally, when I saw rumors about a new F62 launching in the 20 to 25,000 price segment, I thought they were gonna do the same thing. Just bring a slightly inferior version of the Galaxy M51, but price it a little higher. Turns out, that's not exactly what they did this time. On one hand, the F62 and M51 have a lot of similarities in terms of specifications. Actually, let's first talk about all the similarities and then talk about the two important differences that will give you a clear understanding. First, they both have the exact same body. The dimensions, they are exactly the same. They also weigh almost the same, almost 215 grams. Pretty heavy. Why so heavy? Because just like the M51, the F62 also has a whopping 7000 milliamp hour battery and also comes with the 25 watt fast charger. Charging times must be similar. It should take less than 2 hours to go from 0 to 100% charge. That's the figure I got with my M51. On the front, there's a 6.7 inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED Plus display. That's Samsung's latest display technology, which is again found on the M51 as well. I really enjoyed watching videos and TV shows on the M51. The display is really good. It's a 60 Hz display though, but in the user interface, it feels a little smoother than 60 Hz. Another copycat feature is the entire camera setup. And no, I'm not complaining, not at all. The M51's camera performance is arguably the best in the price segment. Actually, you should watch this camera comparison where the M51, the Mi 10i and the Realme X7 compete against one another. So, going by that, I'm very glad that the F62 has the same set of cameras and will perform just as good, unless they messed up the image processing or something. Even all the little stuff like FM radio, dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.0 have been retained from the M51. They both have UFS 2.1 storage, dual SIM slot, dedicated micro SD card slot, NFC and a 3.5mm headphone jack. So those are all the similarities between the M51 and the F62. Next, the differences. The first one's the back panel. This one sucks. I don't know how one might want to use this phone in the first place, as in the back panel is extremely smudgy, it's prone to a lot of fingerprints and smudges, and not to forget tons of scratches as well. So this is my least favorite feature about the M51, and the worst part is there is no case inside the box, so you cannot even cover this from day one. You will have to buy a decent case yourself. So that's on the M51, by the way. The F62 has sort of, a stripe pattern on the back panel, but still I saw a few videos. The back panel is still quite, prone to fingerprints and smudges. But I think the stripe design will make things a little better. When you see it, it won't look as bad as this. So that's one difference. The second difference is the chipset. The phone is powered by Exynos 9825, which is the same chipset found inside the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Yes, it's Samsung's previous generation flagship chip, and we can definitely assume that it's better than the M51's Snapdragon 730G chip, which is a previous gen mid-range chip. This, to be frank, is unbelievable from Samsung. Now, the 9825 chip was definitely not the best flagship chip at the time of launch. The efficiency was just average. Many Note 10 Plus users, including myself, were not very impressed with the battery life. But the thing is, the Note 10 Plus had a 4300 mAh battery, while this one has 7000. On the Note 10 Plus, I couldn't even get through one full day on medium to heavy usage, but this one has a 63% larger battery. So with the F62, I think there is no question about the battery life being good or bad. It's only about whether it's excellent as one would expect from a 7000 mAh battery phone. So it's about the battery life being excellent or very good or just good. Worst case scenario, a minimum of 1 day of heavy usage can be expected. Also, putting a previous gen flagship chip on a 24K phone, there is something fishy about it, don't you think? I don't think Samsung has ever done something like this. I really hope Samsung did not do any shady stuff like throttling the chip or underclocking the chip. Early today, I saw a tweet from a YouTuber claiming that the F62's gaming performance is bad. Another YouTuber replied to him that his gaming experience was good. So this whole thing is kind of blurry, and unfortunately, without using the phone for at least a couple of weeks, I cannot clarify any of those things. I really don't want to mislead you by saying anything conclusive in this video, because what if the real life performance is not great? So there is that. Another thing, the F62 runs on One UI 3.1 based on Android 11. Of course, the M51 will also get the same update in a month or two, but right now the F62 has all the latest software features that One UI 3.1 brings with it. Let me know if you'd like to see a tips and tricks video for One UI 3.1. We'll try to get it done. The Galaxy F62 is priced at 24,000 rupees for the 6GB RAM 128GB storage variant. You can use an ICICI card for 2,500 rupees discount. The Galaxy M51, although technically priced at 25,000 rupees, is actually available for 23,000 rupees on Amazon.in for the past several weeks. And there is a card offer going on right now. You can use a Kotak Bank credit or debit card for EMI payment and get a 10% discount. So the total amount comes to 20,700 rupees. The F62, 21,500. If the Exynos 9825 chip performs exactly the same as it does on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, then the F62 is a no-brainer. Spending 800 to 1000 rupees extra will be completely justified. So those are my super raw thoughts on the Galaxy F62. If I have to summarize everything in a single line, well, I'm quite impressed and surprised. Surprised because like I said in the beginning, I was expecting something else, something okay-ish, something like what they did with the F41. I'm glad that's not the case here. I'm not going to leave any purchase links in the description, whatever it is. I haven't used the phone, so I'm not qualified to recommend it. So just wanted to share my thoughts after going through the launch event. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video with the phone in hand. I do have a phone in hand, but not the phone that I'm covering. Bye and take care.